that strengthen the Texas solar market by providing installers with a pool of educated and enthusiastic customers, and by empowering a broad base of support for solar in communities around Texas. So I'm just going to take a minute to describe how the program works, and I would also like to thank our community partners in this initiative. I'm sorry, my mask is moving all over the place. We are really thankful to be working with South Union CDC, the Houston chapter of the Sierra Club, Texas Interfaith Power and Light, and Rocky Mountain Institute's Solar Renewables Accelerator. So our bulk purchase programs, or solar co-ops, work by bringing people together into a relatively similar geographic area that all want to go solar around the same time. And that way they can leverage their numbers to bring down both the cost and the hassle of going solar, and learn and have the support of the technical expertise of Solar United Neighbors. This process usually takes about 6 to 8 months from when we launch, so now, through when the installations are complete. And during this time, we will host a sign-up page. You can go to solarunitedneighbors.org/Houston. We will also host public information sessions for the time being. That will be on the internet, they'll be on Zoom. We will issue an RFP, or a request for proposals, on behalf of the group, and provide support to homeowners throughout the whole process. The more people that sign up, the sooner we can issue that RFP on behalf of the group. And our co-ops are always cost and commitment free to join. So it's a great way to learn about solar and learn from an installer neutral nonprofit organization. I'm going to describe some of the benefits now. So we know that Houstonians make the decision to go solar for many different reasons. And we hope that through the co-op model, more people will have the opportunity to make informed energy decisions. Many people take an interest in solar for long-term electric bill savings. So most panels are guaranteed to be producing electricity for 25 years, and many people experience a simple payback of 10 to 15 years. In the wake of Winter Storm Uri, we've noticed an increased interest in solar and storage for emergency preparedness. And we know that having enough energy available and reducing total electricity demand are two sides of the same coin. When combined with storage, solar can provide backup power when the grid goes down. And even without batteries, solar contributes to grid stability and resilience while keeping rates low for everyone. So by reducing demands placed on the grid, decentralized solar, rooftop solar, reduces capacity investments, operation and maintenance costs, as well as the need for transmission and distribution infrastructure. This means that investments in local energy solutions, like rooftop solar, save all electricity consumers money, even those without solar. Rooftop solar generates clean, quiet, local energy that any Texan can be proud of. More rooftop solar contributes to cleaner air and water and fewer emissions. On average, the solar installed through a co-op with about 100 members will result in almost 7 million pounds of CO2 offset. Finally, investments in rooftop solar contribute to Texas's growing solar economy and local jobs. So according to the last Solar Foundation jobs census in 2019, there were more than 10,000 solar jobs in Texas, with almost 1,600 of those jobs located in Harris County. While this program has many benefits, there's only a few months to sign up and become a member of the co-op. So if you are interested in learning more about solar, please join us at solarunitedneighbors.org/Houston and attend our upcoming events happening in May. Next, we will hear from Wally Calloway, who is a retired research scientist and has not only gone solar through one of our co-ops, but has also inspired his faith community and church to go solar as well. Welcome, Wally.
Good morning. As a scientist, I've been well aware of the pending climate catastrophe for nearly 30 years. Now we're running out of time. It has become imperative that everyone do all that they can now to stop global warming caused by burning of fossil fuels. One of the easiest and least expensive ways for a homeowner to address this problem is to install solar panels on their roof. I first installed solar panels 4 years ago to offset the electrical costs due to my air conditioning. Since then, my monthly electric bill has averaged only about $10, and the amount which I will save over the next 10 years will pay for my solar panels. As you heard, solar panels last at least 25 years. That means my wife and I will get nearly free electricity for the rest of our lives. Last year, we need to replace a failed air conditioner, and we decided to install a heat pump in order to stop burning fossil fuels when we heat our home as well. I joined Solar United Neighbors Co-op to purchase additional solar panels this past year to offset the cost of heating my home in the winter. The co-op makes it extremely easy to purchase a solar installation at a great price. In fact, the church that my wife and I attend, Bay Area Unitarian Universalist Church, joined the co-op also. The church is an all-electric facility and purchased enough solar power to reduce their electrical costs to nearly a half. I would encourage everyone to join this year's Houston Solar United Neighbors Houston Co-op and learn how easy it is to go solar. Thank you.
All right, so thank you guys, everyone, so much for joining us. Are there any questions for anyone about the Solar United Neighbors Co-op? Or perhaps questions for Mayor Turner?
Through our co-ops, we generally say on average, so solar is priced per watt, not per panel, and it depends on your overall energy demand and how much of that demand you want to offset. We say on average our co-op model pricing is about $2.50 per watt. So you're a small size system before tax credit, you're looking at, I think it's about $11,000 on average. A larger size system, you want to double that, $20,000-ish on average before tax incentives.
I do want to bring up Councilmember David Robinson because he's our resident architect, and I think he's interested in these rooftop solar panels himself.
Thank you, Mayor. And it's true. First of all, I am an architect, and I'm really excited to be here with our Chief Sustainability Officer. Laura Cottingham has just been doing such an incredible job for us. Mayor, such an important appointment. And with your leadership on green initiatives and with Earth Week today, there's so much to celebrate. And it just so happens in the design of my own home, which is a renovation, really, a 1928 Montrose bungalow, we've structured the building to receive a solar array on the roof. And I've been doing research for several years now, and I've got my pen. And Hannah, I think I may be your first sign-up for the solar array program. So I'm very excited to do that. Wally, I'm not sure if you'll be my installer, but I appreciate your commitment and so much for retirement. But I appreciate all that you're doing. Mayor, this is a very exciting day, one of so many initiatives, and talk about an unceasing renewable energy supply. That's what this man has and what he's been leading this city with for the past 5 or so years. So, Mayor, grateful for all of your leadership. And this is a great day, beautiful day in Houston, beautiful day to invest in solar, renewable energies in the great state of Texas.
Thank you, Councilmember Robinson. I want to highlight 2 additional things. One, in February of last year, the city passed its Resilient Houston plan. That's one. And then secondly, on Earth Day, the city put forth its climate action plan. All of these things are combined is to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, to recognize that we need to do things differently in order to save the threat that's being posed by climate change. And then at the same time, from the winter storm in February, we do recognize that it's important to have resiliency within not just our city facilities, but within the community itself, to reduce our dependency necessarily on the grid, to lower the amount that's being pulled from it. And this particular initiative speaks directly to establishing resiliency within our communities and not just at city facilities. And that's why I'm excited about it. And then at the same time, it meets the objectives of our climate action plan as well as our Resilient Houston plan. So, and the more people that join the co-op, it helps to drive down those prices. So the more people that get involved, it becomes a big benefit. I thought I heard while I leaned over to Councilmember Robinson and said, did I hear him say $10 a month on his? I did hear you say $10, correct?
$10.
And what was it before?
You know, I haven't looked at. I think it was something more like 50 or 60 a month.
So to go from 50 or 60 a month down to $10 on your electricity bill, that speaks volumes. I may get a couple on my roof. But the point is, you know, there are many different strategies that we're wanting to make available in the city of Houston in order to move forward in a very productive way. So let me just stop there. Any additional questions? Okay. Yeah, let's do some pictures with this group, and then Maya will come. Okay. How you want to do it?
We got one more person who's coming.
You want to do it by the panel or by the podium?
Oh,
or
yeah.
what do you
Do
like?
you want to be by our solar
Yeah,
panel?
probably let's do the panel.